All right, I can cut you down right now. 3, 2, 1, and go. This is Earthbound Pajama Present. So we're going to be playing through the entire game. We're going to take one save file from start to finish with Ness never changing out of his pajamas. It's going to stay nice and comfy in his PJs the whole time. Messy bed hair, the whole works. If Earthbound is a new game to you, if you haven't played it before, the plot is your standard RPG fare where 4 young kids off to save the world from destruction and so on and so forth. There's a bit of time traveling involved. You gotta go collect music for your soundstone usually, but we're gonna be skipping that whole thing. It's quite a long grand adventure. It's unique from other standard typical RPG fare in that it's not really a heavy medieval fantasy type setting. But the first thing we're going to do for Pajama Present is hit the reset button as soon as Ness hits the floor here. Huzzah. You've heard nothing but game audio, so everything I've said till now has not been caught. I mean, it's okay, I just don't want to...
No, there's microphone.
We're good? Okay.
He thought he broke something. I thought I broke something.
Oh.
Here. He didn't. Things. He didn't, so it's all good. It's
All right.
all good, fam.
So what that was, Pajama Present is one of those neat speedrunning categories where you have to use a pre-made save file. We're going to be using 2 save files for this run. And what happens when you game over on stairs in Earthbound is it lets you retain this property to walk through walls. So that's how Ness is going to sneak out of his house, because you can't climb out through the window. If I go downstairs and talk to Mom, she's going to make me change, and that's no good either. Fortunately for this first trip, it's a pretty long one. I don't have any party members, so you can't really see which direction I'm going. I'm holding just straight down. And when we hit about 3:15, 3:20 on the game clock, I should start seeing other rooms. The entire world of Earthbound is actually programmed onto one gigantic map. Everything's on the same map. So being able to cut through walls like this lets you go from any one point in Earthbound to anywhere else in the entire game you want to go. The catch is the game only loads in the graphics it needs. So we were inside a Ness's house, so the only graphics that's loaded are interior room graphics, and not even all of them, just whatever shares a tile set with Ness's house. For lack of better phrasing. So we're just going to head south, keep walking south. The only thing I'm looking for is to make sure Ness doesn't change direction. If you don't quite get the stairs glitch just right, the game will forcibly move you to the staircase. Here we go. This is Apple Kid and Orange Kid's house. I'm going to turn up the audio on the TV here, because I'm going to need that quite a bit. I'm not sure which house that third house is. What we're looking for this first trip is a hospital, and this is the hospital music, but it's not the one we're looking for. We're going to keep on going here. There we go. Skip one more room. I think that first room is in Summers. This one, however, is the hospital in Threed, which is exactly where we want to be for the moment. Now, once you go through a doorway, the walk through walls glitch is off. I can't walk through NPCs. I have to obey normal movement rules. But there's no other programming really limiting you advancing the story in Threed. So we're going to come up here, check out these zombies for a second, then head back to the hotel to advance the story. No, he is not bound by Earth. I still can't believe Ness ever falls for this, but it's the most obvious trap in the world. I want to get mugged by some zombies here. but it's all advancing the plot as normal, at least from that point forward. This is something we would do normally in the game anyway. As soon as he gets up, he's back in his PJs. And Paul's not in the party yet, but it does trigger the cutscene anyway. And we're going to get to play as Jeff now. Nah, it's not on that page. That's the wrong keyboard, isn't it? There it is. All right. And just a second, it's going to play out as normal until we leave the school. So friend Tony's going to help us out. We're going to go check out the locker room, see if there's any cool items for us to get before we start on a grand adventure to go save Ness and Paula. Oops. Not quite close enough. This thing's gonna give us a key to the locker room. It's a little bit bent though, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Well, we'll talk about saving when we get to a save point. Nope, key doesn't work. Key never works. It's all just an elaborate setup for our professor here to introduce his grandiose new invention, the machine that opens doors, especially when you have a slightly bad key. And we're going to use that to bust open these lockers. I forget what else it's used for in casual playthrough. But all we want is the pop gun. Oops. No. The professor told us we could call him anytime you want to save the game. So I'm going to take advantage of that here and hit reset to set up another trip out of bounds. What is interesting about Pajama Present is that drugstore in Winters is the only place we're going to be able to save the game for the entire run, right up until the very, very end. Ness would usually call his dad and have his dad save the game. But since we skipped the entire opening sequence, Ness misses the phone call from his dad, never gets his dad's phone number. So the only person who can save the game technically is Jeff, and he's only able to do it from the Winters drugstore there. But we're going to head back out of bounds here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to head up. And again, only certain graphics are loaded in at the moment. So we're looking for another drugstore. Here we go. This one is in Onet, or Onet, however you feel like pronouncing it. I'm just going to pick up the town map. The town map is one of 2 items that can help you out when you want to go out of bounds by making the game reload the graphics. The other item is the sound stone, but we have to change out of our pajamas to get that. So that is not an option. Unfortunately, poor Jeff has to go back to Winters now, and he has no PK teleport. And he can't leave on that because the roadblock to the south is still here, and the roadblock to the north is still here. So we're going to go fight the local gang, the Sharks. Super scary. Stop. There we go. Damage. Damage is good. There we go. Those are early game enemies, and they're programmed to just literally just waste turns as one of their options for their turns. So if you're not having a good day with RNG, they can just sit there and call for help, not actually ever swing at you for multiple turns. But this second save file is set up. The ghost has nothing to do with it. Ness actually has sunstroke. You can have poison, any kind of effect that does damage over time. He has a damage over time effect, and he's got 1 HP. And that gives you just enough time to get to the staircase. And you want to make sure you're in the center of the staircase. Hopefully I won't have to explain what happens if you miss the center of the staircase. But we'll see how it goes. Now, just gotta go to Summers. You can hear the Summers music in the background. There's still no graphics until you turn the map on and off. And now all of your doorways will work, because I could walk right over the doorways, but they don't work unless you can see them. Hello. Just gets a phone call from his friend Tony, collecting player names. The person holding the controller. I'll be nice and we'll put something in this time. Hey, that's not a C. That actually plays a part near the end of the game. Well, for those of you who may not have played that, that'll actually come up later. And you get a second opportunity to pick your name. If you change your mind, I guess. Or if you just put in, whatever on the first one thinking it wasn't important, it gives you a chance to input it again. But Jeff didn't get here by normal means, but again, we're just advancing the story mostly as normal. I got the phone number for the Stoic Club. I'm gonna head to the Stoic Club, check that out. And ooh, I'm just gonna despawn it. I'm not gonna play around with taxis today. Probably could have gotten right around it. The taxi cab probably would have dodged me, to be honest, but let's not goof around. And, she's not at the Stoic Club. This woman makes magic cake, sells magic cake from a little stall here by the beach. We've never had magic cake, so we would very much like a slice. But it is the middle of summer out on the beach. And her ingredients are all sitting out here on the cart, and they're all leftover ingredients. So the cake goes a little bit awry here. Now, this sequence right here is one of the few longer breaks you get in this run. You can at least, run to the kitchen, grab a drink, something like that. You do have to make sure you clear out that text box, though, because I've definitely run off to grab a bottle of water and come back, and that little text box is just there staring me in the face. But you get this, you get the opening for Jeff's sequence. And not too much until the end of Magic Can't, really. This is our fourth and final party member. He just has to complete his training before he can leave on his grand adventure. The two items there, one of which we're going to sell for money. The Brain Food Lunch sells for $400, which is a ton. The Cup of Life Noodles sells for $98. It really doesn't sell. It sells for a pretty good amount, but it's really there to be used as a resurrection item. And this isn't in the notes. If you go look up the notes for this one, I grabbed this jar of deli sauce too. Just to give me a little bit of extra cash for a marathon run. That'll let me buy an extra super bomb later. You can skip right by that guy. There's plenty of room there to sneak around him and get up the ropes. Now, if you ever decide to play this casually, don't listen to her. Just sit here and we'll wait for the cutscene to start. It takes a while. Then after that, you can just mash A through here. Do not mash B, though. You don't want to say no to any of these questions, so you get to do the whole thing over again. You have to go all the way back to the palace and then all the way back out here. I don't know if you weren't just skipping through the text, because Earthbound's kind of a quirky, fun game. It's nice and bright and cheery. All the nice music, and then the game kind of throws you a little bit of curveball. This sequence here is a little not as upbeat as the rest of the game, at the very least. Oops. That's it for Pooh's sequence. He's gonna go get a couple of freebie levels here that would normally bring him in line with the rest of the party, but in reality he's just gonna start about 16 levels higher than everybody else. And then after this, the whole party's gonna be united. You're gonna have all 4 of your party members, and that's when the real adventure can start. If you ever pick up Pajama Present, you have a couple of options at this point. You can go, full crazy YOLO strats and just head right for the next section of the game. Don't stop to get any kind of EXP. I'm not gonna do that today. I don't know how that route is different than the one I'm going to do, so I wouldn't want to try something I don't know 100%. You can also go back to the museum here and sell one of your items to get a ticket to the museum to fight. Let me teleport here. Teleport Winters. You can also go to the museum to fight mummies to give yourself a huge chunk of EXP and lots of cash to play with. I'm going to split it in the middle here and go fight a snake down in the pyramid. Hold on. I just need to sell here. Now, before we leave... Teddy bear, where's the teddy bear? I'm gonna sell some items. Jar of deli sauce. And a pop gun, okay. I've been playing around with this little section here. Let's see if my math holds out right. 2. It does, good. This is nice. We started with $1 in our pocket, and we finished with $1 in our pocket, and I've got all the items I wanted from here. So we're gonna set up another out of bounds there. The skip sandwich deluxe is we're gonna pick up a ton of those throughout the run to clip through walls in certain specific locations. Starting out with 3 should be more than plenty. I usually don't have a problem getting it on the first sandwich. But just saying that, I can feel the karma looming in the distance. But picking up the jar of deli sauce lets me sell smaller, cheaper items there. To pick up 3 skip sandwiches, which should be plenty, just plenty. Rather than selling one of my big ticket items, and I can put that off till later. I could flash the map screen here for this trip out of bounds, but not everywhere I'm going to be out of bounds here actually has a map. So I'm just going to let the screen stay black and use the music as an audio cue of when to turn. It's not this song, because you're looking for a Magic Hand theme, and that song will trip me up for a while at first. This is the one you want. Start heading south. Now you're listening for Poke's theme. It's right after this one. You turn to the left. And now you're listening for the music in Forsyth Theater. And what we're aiming for is to pick up the Hawkeye from the middle of the pyramid without actually going in the pyramid, which, even if I wasn't level 1, 1, 1, and 17, is a pretty dangerous place. So you want to keep going left till the theater's just off the screen. There we go. Then move up a little bit till your party's almost in a straight line, and that grabs the Hawkeye. Then you keep heading left until you're in Scaraba. So for this category, you're definitely going to have to learn the music. Because, again, the town map only works if you happen to be in the void somewhere on the world map that has that's a town where the map would work. And this is the limit of my grind fight. That's good. That's exactly who I wanted to have get hit. Because who's already level 17? If Jeff gets hit here, it can be kind of dangerous for the next boss fight. Since we're going to have a lot of level up text here, it's a good time to talk about the rolling HP bar in Earthbound. As you probably see, Chang still has 1 HP left. He took way more damage than he had health, but he's still alive because I finished the fight before it finished ticking down that health. And that rolling HP is critical for all the Earthbound categories, I want to say, because it gives you a little bit of leeway in finishing fights that you're underleveled for. Your party members may be dead, but they're not dead until they actually hit 0. But picking up levels is still important. If Mac hadn't picked up levels here, he'd only have 30 max hit points for the next boss fight. If the boss hits him first, he won't even survive the text box of taking damage. He'll hit 0 before I can scroll through it and throw a healing item on him. So I'm glad he's getting EXP. Otherwise, you have to play a little bit safer. Which is why I grabbed the jar of deli sauce. It lets me get an extra super bomb in case something does happen to Jeff, but I don't foresee that being a problem. Lots of levels here. Not as many as if you had gone the Mummy route, though. Mummy gives you way more front-end EXP. Before we go any further, I want to take the items off of Pooh here. Because we're about to lose him. Yeah, we're good. And get a free heal from Starstorm guy. So Pooh's gonna run off to learn PK Starstorm, and he won't be back until he does. Then for about the next, hopefully just the next 15 minutes, this category gets a little bit rough. I'd like to start with no enemies on the screen. That would be really great. There we go. We need to get from here to Dungeon Man. You want to make sure you pick up the key. The worst feeling in the world is getting to Dungeon Man without getting in a fight, and you can't get in. We want to get to the little yellow submarine inside of Dungeon Man. But even though we leveled up a little bit, we have no hope of really fighting these enemies. And running away is going to be tough, too. So we're going to be despawning any enemies you run into for this little section of the game. Though the trip to Dungeon Man was not too bad. And there's nothing yet. I felt a little bit of lag. That usually means something's spawning up ahead. And despawning is just you see an enemy on the screen. That was a fake present. Just run away till it's off the screen, and then when you come back, it may not load back in. That's how this game does random encounters. They're on the screen, and you can take them on or try to dodge them. Give me some sprite lag here. This is the first skip sandwich clip we're going to be going for. Oh, I wish it would always go that easy. Cut right through. Ooh, nope. Still want to be careful. My skip's letting me go faster, which is great, but you could run right into an enemy that way, too. I'm going to use that sign to body block these presents. See, if I go too far south, stuff can spawn down there, too. We're okay on HP. I'm going to repair this submarine and sail off. Exactly. Just walk away until your problems disappear. That's how you handle everything in life. Yeah, I grabbed a teddy bear. Grab the ribbon too. I think we're good. Now, again, though, good place to think about the fact that you cannot save in this game anywhere except for Winters. I don't have teleport, so I can't actually go to Winters. The submarine's a one-way trip. So even though there's a phone right there, I can't actually use it to save. Luckily just for that purpose, if I do game over here, the game will reset me back to this starting point. But the other thing about getting game over is you lose half of the money that you're carrying on hand with you, which is why I'm glad I'm only carrying $1 right now. And I'm only going to sell as much as I need to to finish this shopping trip. What's my magic number here? Buy multi-bottle rocket. For Jeff. I need 400 more bucks in that broken spray can, and then the brain food lunch, we should be good. I want to be carrying as little money as possible through this section. Right, yeah. Oh, I need to sell something else, I guess. Okay. Should have something else to sell. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Well, if we're going to get in a fight, let's get in a fight right at the start. That's fine. These guys do not like letting me run away, so I'm going to try and fight it out. Oh, of course. There we go. I'll take a little bit of extra EXP too. I didn't even see him. I don't know if he came right at me or I just wasn't paying attention. I gotta pay better attention for the rest of this section because you don't want to run into too many fights here. We definitely want to get rid of that crocodile. Yeah. Alright, dude. wasn't... oh my gosh. Unfortunately, in this category, I don't have teleport to help me run through here. In, I think, every other category, Ness would already have teleport. And you can cast teleport even in the swamp here, and it lets you move super fast. You don't have to worry about despawning so many enemies. I do not have that luxury. So we're just gonna have to take it careful. That's okay. That's an NPC. He's automated teller man with a incredibly ridiculous fee for his services. I want that magic butterfly, but it did not want to come to me, so we'll let it go. You don't want to be careful doing what I'm doing and hugging these trees. I actually had a tree that had spawned in the tree line. I thought it was just a regular tree, but it was an enemy tree. I've only ever seen it happen once, but it's alright. We'll fight this guy too. Oh, we'll just fight everything. Oh, these slugs are evil. These slugs are just the worst. Oh, good. Good. I see them up there. I'm gonna despawn them if I can. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the trees are pretty, man. It's hard to dodge when I'm in the muck. I don't think I'm gonna get so lucky this time. Yow. Come on. No. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the start of this section. And this is why I left a nice big fat heavy gap between my PB and the estimate. Just in case something like that happened. For this section of the game, you're relying a whole lot on RNG, not being pretty mean to you. It's not even so much as the number of spawns it throws at you. It's a lot more about where it throws them at you. If there's nothing between you and the enemy, you're not going to be able to run away without teleport. Especially if it's something that's fast moving like the slugs. Something over there. All right. Yeah. To the east. Come on now. It's still there. It's so hard to back up enough. You move so slow. And now there's a Pokemon over there. Did I already grab that present? Yes. Okay, he's okay. I need hit points. Well, the game will tell me when I'm getting low on hit points from the swamp damage. Come on. Nope, it's still there. Alright, we'll back up to the tree. Alright. Okay. Just one last little section. Ooh, one last little section before the boss fight, and I'll be able to heal everybody up, and boss fight shouldn't be an issue. And once you're east of this little entrance right here, you're generally okay. Nothing can spawn between here and the boss now, so we're good to go. Goods. Life noodles. Should use them on the right people now. Ooh, well, that's alright. Sure, I got my bombs in the right place. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. It's the return of Belch! Or, you know, our first time seeing Belch today. Either or. Nope, not Spy. He didn't even start off with a damage roll. That's good. There we go. And Pooh rejoins the party. That was... What is the favorite food? Fast, as in fast food. Hence, Tim Hortons and Wendy's and McDonald's and P.F. Chang's. Absolutely the hardest fight in the game right here. I mean, it can turn south very quickly, but if you're getting some EXP from the Asp or the museum before coming in, it's generally not a big deal. You'd have to get some really very unlucky damage rolls for that fight to end in the game over. Only on Chef. Come on, everybody level up. These level up screens will get shorter and shorter as the run goes on. There we go, we're almost done now. Phew. Alright, I spoke too soon. There we go. So now that we have Pooh in the party, we have teleport. What did I run into? Enemy? Nope. Guess I clipped the corner. So now we can cast teleport. You want to be careful you don't actually cast teleport, which is why I went all the way to the southwest there, just to be sure. Because if you actually cast teleport, you get to go through the entire deep darkness all over again. We've already done that twice today. I'm not even going to bother from this point forward. Oh, maybe I will, because there's a tree here. There we go. There. And once you're in deep darkness, you can relax a little bit. That's alright. Actually, I better just heal that up. I'll get some text here. Go right to Winters in Tucson. You get both the Apple Kid and the Orange Kid text, because you haven't flagged either one of them. So the game just kind of just gives you both, as if you had paid both of them. or invested in both of their companies, or whatever the case may be. Winters. But after Dungeon Man and Deep Darkness, those are definitely the two most dangerous parts of the run, just because you're so far away from your save point. You don't have your full party. You have to move slowly through Deep Darkness, so you don't have to repeat that section if you can avoid it. After that, it's pretty much all downhill from there. As far as stress and the chance of completely losing your run. You want to make sure you don't continue on your second save, by the way. You can't mash B through there, because it doesn't work on both of the answers. You can't mash A. You got to make sure you hit the right thing. No, leave off the top right corner. I know where I'm going. Yes, I know. That was probably overkill now that I think about it. Yeah, here's the exit mouse. We'll be getting rid of the poison damage fairly soon. I can't cut through those trees. What was I trying to do there? You want to come in at least load in Tucson so you can teleport here later. I teleported to Tucson. Look at me. That's an example of how you teleport to Tucson. I want to go to Winters. Winters. There we go. Oh my gosh. I guess I should have just healed it up. I forgot I had to go get an exit mouse. Alright. Finish up one more out of bounds. This time we're going to go to Happy Happy Village and go fight the Mondo Mole. But again, Happy Happy Village doesn't have a town map, so we're going to have to find another way to get there. Because we're not going to be able to flash the map screen and make the graphics fix themselves. Does Pooh have... Oh, thank God. Okay. Forgot Pooh had to have different spells. Some of these enemies are running away, and then he's just gonna come up and get me. I guess we're like right in the middle of the range for having them run away. These guys aren't too tough to run away from, but you can take them out in one round. So if you don't run away on the first turn, it's generally faster just to fight it out. And we're gonna do another skip sandwich clip here. Don't do me like that. Let me through. I'm rolling, and I want to be tapping. Come on. There we go. The bears too, you can take down pretty quickly. Ness let me down there by missing. Ah. Alright, this is the mono mode fight. And Ness is a little bit low on side points. He's not going to be able to throw out a spell for me. But everybody else will be able to pitch in. As a matter of fact, I think she's got a super bomb. No, he's got a super bomb because I only threw one of them. He just waits. Ha! I threw the wrong spell out. It's alright. And that is the first sanctuary. We're going to be picking up 8 throughout the course of the game. But that is usually, I think, the second one you would get. And I need to stop for skip sandwiches, because I'm out. You can also use that exit mouse outside. I plumb forgot. But I'm gonna see one of the neat little tidbits of running Pajama Present here. So go to the Shady Shack. These level 1 crows, I don't know why they're aggressive. I don't know why that game makes me come into this actual fight. I can't believe I missed the level 1 crow, but okay. Daggone cookie. There we go. But yeah, there are two Paulas. We're here to pick up the Franklin badge, and then we're going to leave second Paula in the cage for the entire rest of the game. We're not going to come and save her or anything like that. And we've already got the real Paula. So it's okay. And then instead of getting that cutscene, if you're in the middle of a teleport, you can't flag the cutscene, so you can escape. Yep. One, two, you know, I'm almost thinking I should grab another one. Nah, we'll be all right. But for the record, remember I just said, yeah, we'll be okay with 4. Remember that in about 10 minutes. Next, we're going to head to Saturn Valley, which is another point on the map you can't pull up a town map on. So we're going to go kind of a roundabout way. We're going to have to go all the way back to Threed, and then go down that staircase that was behind the zombies we checked out at the start of the game. But see, you could hear the Silent Valley music, but I can't open the map screen there, so we had to keep going. Otherwise, it'd be a really short trip. Boom, 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 boom. And again, this is a pretty long trip, just like it was at the start of the game. Just gonna head south until you hear 3 music. It's deep darkness, so we're headed the right way. You can see Ness was never meant to be able to leave his house in his pajamas, so he just never made certain sprites for this character. You can walk up and down staircases just fine, but ladders he doesn't have climbing sprites for. So he'll just walking up and down those as if it was just a regular tile. In the unfortunate case, if Ness ever dies in his pajamas, he also doesn't have an angel sprite, so he just stands in the back of the party in his pajamas, slow walking like he was paralyzed or something like that. This guy's not tough, he just has more HP than he really should. Thank goodness. If you get bad damage rolls, that can take 2 whole turns. Sometimes 3. It depends on how bad your damage rolls are. He's really not that tough. He just has... it's just tougher than you think he would be. Now, on our way here, I'm pretty sure one of these 2 caves is the music we heard on our way here. But again, with no soundstone, we have to go the long way. Ho-ho! Thinking so much about going up the ladder. My bad. Let's not do this $1 at a time. This is the next clip. So we got to make our way over behind Belch's factory without actually doing it. That first one in particular tends to give me the most trouble. This one can be a little finicky too. But if you're able to get halfway in this one, you can kind of fake your way through the second half of it. Let's see if we can get in there, though. Haha, good. I only took 2 skip sandwiches. That is very good for me, at least. Gotta grab this coin up here. There we go. Trying to just, not too bad of a fight. Just gotta make sure you throw this bomb on the right target. Because the default target is Mobile Sprout A. And that will do you absolutely no good. Oof. Wow, usually he doesn't last that long. Yeah. I don't have an exit mouse, so we'll have to walk our way out. I'm not even sure if an exit mouse would work in this little section, to be honest. But this raises an interesting conundrum, because a couple of weeks ago when I ran this category, I was on a route where we did this sanctuary last. So it would automatically teleport you back to Saturn Valley. We're not doing it last now, so we have to walk out on our own, and we haven't cleared the factory yet. So the ladder is still there. We're closed off. We can't actually walk back to Saturn Valley from here. And even if that clip was 2 ways, and I don't know whether or not it is, that's a lot of skip sandwiches, and you're stuck on the wrong side of that wall to maybe run out of skip sandwiches. So we're gonna have to teleport out. And you can't teleport anywhere in this area. It's nice and big and open, and the game just doesn't let you do it, unfortunately. So we got a very small window to play around with out here to use the teleport beta to deep darkness. And I might be too far east. Too far to the right, just like I thought. I should have moved to the right a little more. Darkness. That's the one. There we go. I got all my money with me. Good. I need to find enough cash to get 4 multi-bottle rockets here. And I didn't mean to hit buy first, but we'll do it. As well as 4 super bombs in total. Alright, so we got 2 multi-bottle rockets down. Let's start selling stuff. There we go. 2 more multi-bottle rockets. 1 more multi-bottle rocket. And some bombs. Good. How many sandwiches do I have? 3. That should be good for what we're doing next. Yeah, shroom fright. We're actually not going to have to go out of bounds out of Winters here, but I'm going to save anyway, since this is the one chance you actually get to save before a boss fight in this category. So we just as well take the opportunity. We have to do a different kind of clip here than the skip sandwich clip. I missed the setup. Alright, let's see if we get this first try. No. Alright, so that was not the way. There, that's what we want. Get right through the wall here. Thank you to Pidge01, who opened a marathon with Super Mario RPG, and also got me started learning this category, and taught me the little setup you want to do there. You want to wait until the very back pixel of Ness's hair is lined up just outside the white stripe of the signboard. And that's a good indicator that you'll be able to get that clip. I think there's a different way you can set that up when Ness has his hat on, but clearly Ness is not wearing his hat, so that doesn't really help us too much in this category. This clip, however, I think this is the hardest one in the game. It's this particular clip to get back in bounds to go fight Shroom. Come on now. Got a couple of sandwiches to take a whack at it, and not that far away if we have to go back to the drugstore for more sandwiches. Come on now. I'm not even getting like halfway in. I've seen Felix literally cut through here like there was no boundary here. There we go. Like the first clip I got in the game, I got right through it. I was just, stunned and very proud of myself. He got that one first try just like that. But I've never been that lucky with that particular clip. Defend, and throw a multi-bottle rocket, and throw Starstorm. Now the only dangerous thing, we're good, is if Shroom decides to throw a mushroom on Jeff's head. Because Jeff can just say, okay, well, I got a Shroom in my head, so I'm going to throw my multi-bottle rocket at myself. And not only does it waste a multi-bottle rocket, which is your major damage dealer, you lose an entire turn of damage. Somebody on your party is dead. It's not good all the way around. The same thing can happen if he puts a Shroom on Pooh and Pooh has to cast Starstorm. He could throw that damage the wrong way as well. Normally, I don't know if it's just if Ness is by himself or if Ness has a Shroom on his head, but in either or both of those situations, the Shroom actually reverses and disorients your controls to make your D-pad not move you the way you think you want to move. Oop. But we're finally going to go investigate the disappearance of Apple Kid. He got kidnapped all the way back at the Tenda Village now. We're finally going to come and check in on him. We get the eraser machine. Way to go. Way to go, you hit L too many times. It's little things like this right here that make this game a lot of fun to play casually, at least in my opinion. There's literally a statue of an eraser in the way. You need the eraser. There's also a pencil eraser. Lots of little pop culture references. It's got a good soundtrack. Unique to Pajama Present, I should say, this Starman DX, the Stonehenge base, there are no enemies here in Pajama Present. We skipped over the trigger that more or less starts the game. So for pretty much every section of the game that's not Deep Darkness and the Dungeon Man, we're not going to see any enemy spawns until the very end of the game. This area in particular is really, really bad as far as trying to avoid encounters and things like that, at least from what I've heard. This is the only Earthbound category I speedrun, so I don't have too much experience as far as the other categories go, but even casually, this area is pretty tough. It's usually swarming with enemies that can teleport and sneak up on you that way. You don't have to deal with any of it. Hello. Cut the corner. Makes this section of the game nice and relaxing. Except for the music and that terrible whirring, whining noise. I got my exit mouse. Yes. You know, we only ever get the first exit mouse, I think. He's got two. He's got a brother. I don't think we ever get to take the brother along. I haven't paid enough attention to it in the speedrun. There's the Mr. T sprite, too. You do not want to use spells on this guy. He will reflect all that damage back to you. I'm going to turn it down for a little bit. I'm not out of bounds right now. He still dishes out a ton of damage on his own, though. So you got to mash through this text to make sure everybody gets their turn. See, because Paula got off her super bomb before she died, so we got that damage in. Jeff started his turn before we hit 0, so we got his damage in. Otherwise, that would have been a really, really tough fight. It does, however, work against you the other way as well, as we might see, especially in Magic Hand. If I start my next turn, or the next round of turns, before my HP is done counting up after I heal, it's going to start counting down from wherever it happens to be. No heal. There's not a sanctuary here. Hello. All right. So you just got rid of one exit mouse. We got to go pick up another one, though. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to heal Paula here in the next boss fight, but it shouldn't be a big deal. She'll just be our little angel sprite for a little bit. She's good on it. The next sanctuary we're going to is actually the one that's in Annette, but I can't walk up there from here because the roadblock to Tucson is still in the way, so we can't actually go that way. Gotta go back to Winters. Oh wait, I can hit reset already. I haven't been out of bounds in a little while. I didn't know the monkey was right behind me. Oh my god. I don't know what that was. Looming behind me over my shoulder.
It was just sitting up.
See? Now, I'm just gonna reset that. I wasn't holding right as soon as I loaded the save. I got to the staircase, but I didn't get through the staircase. So if I kept trying to play with the glitch like that, it would let me walk through walls right up until the point where I hit, I don't know an easy way to explain this, until I hit the same Y pixel as that staircase, at which point it would immediately teleport me to that staircase in the middle of Summers, and that's nowhere near where I want to be. And that unintentional teleport to the staircase would happen even if I walked through another door or anything like that. It's perpetual. So you want to reset that for sure.
This one?
Let me go back. Let me go back. You know, I did not follow my cue. Didn't follow my normal cue and didn't end up where I wanted to go. There we go. I've only been adding in that particular path to here like 2 days ago. I decided to go and try and learn it, and I went on an adventure and it didn't stick to the plan. You definitely want to be careful when you're going out of bounds. If you can't flash the map and you don't have the map pulled up in front of you, you definitely just want to follow your directions and not go wandering off into the abyss. Yeah. You could auto fight this. It's generally recommended if you're just hitting attack anyway, just hit auto fight, but I'm so scared the auto fight's just not going to target the boss. And it's the first one. We're well over leveled and have way too many party members for that boss to be a problem. And now we got Paula back. And it's still dark out, you can see, because we still haven't started the game. We didn't go check out the meteorite or anything, so it's still dark out. We have the wrong music. There's that little echo effect on all of the sound effects. If we go to town, I'm not sure how much would be open, because I haven't actually played around with the game in the state too much. We're just headed to the library for now. We're going to go get the book of Overcoming Shyness for the poor Tindas. I'm not. I might run to the tree here. Nope, we're good. Expertly dodged a tree. And we hand the book off to another party member, mainly to get it out of Nessa's inventory, because we trade the book for something else, and it goes into the same inventory slot as the book. And we want to keep Nessa's inventory as clean as we can. Now, this is the one photo op we get in the game. Bow, bow, boom. Yeah, the trees are pretty nasty. And this is our second opportunity to pick your player name. Yes, we're absolutely certain. And it looks like that last bit of conversation is all part of the same thing, but it's not. You have to talk to the chief again. It's a totally separate conversation, but he gives you a free bag of Dragonite that we're going to be using when we get into Magicant. There's the strongest tender ever. We win that rock out of the way for us. And you have to talk to the first rock. If you don't talk to the first rock, he stops you and he won't let you continue until you turn around and talk to him. But it's optional to talk to the second rock. A lot of people think it brings good luck and good RNG to the run if you talk to him, though, especially in a race. He doesn't say too much. I'll go ahead and just says, thanks for talking to me. Poor guy's so lonely down here. None of the other rocks can talk. But again, there are no enemies here. It's so nice. So very nice. Relaxing, comfy, no random encounters to worry about. You got enough RNG to deal with damage rolls and things like that. Take the enemies out of the mix. It's really nice. And there is, in fact, the boss fight, but I want this item first. The Rabbit's Foot greatly increases your character's speed. So I'm going to give it to Jeff and actually equip it. That is also important to the equation. And now Jeff should always be able to go first. That's not what I want to do. I want to throw a multi-bottle rocket. And again, this boss has a shield, so you don't want to throw spells at it. You just want to throw your multi-bottle rockets. For the first month and a half that I ran this category, that boss used his ability that erases all of their shields. And if he erases his own shield, you can save a multi-bottle rocket and just use spells on the second turn. I haven't seen him do that in, a month at least. So I'm not sure what the RNG numbers are on that, but that's how it worked out for me. But we should have plenty of cash where saving a multi-bottle rocket isn't really an issue. This is the 7th Sanctuary, so this is supposed to be pretty close to the end of the game, so we're going to get a fair amount of EXP here to mash through. Hello. There we go. A very long little cutscene here. Soon I'll be Soon I'll be. And again, Pajama Ness is way, way outside of his comfort zone. Definitely we're not supposed to have pajamas on here. So you end up with this. That is not what I want. I want to teleport to the underworld. There is no Munchkin pajama sprite. Seen up with regular sized Nest and everybody else is Munchkinized. I'm just gonna hit a tree, so let me cut through. You know what? I'm gonna hit a tree again. I thought I could shoot that gap a little bit better than that. I wonder if these gaps are easier to hit if we were all miniaturized, though. I wonder how that works. Again, though, you don't want to teleport for real. Can you get in between here? Yeah. Yeah, it is one of the region differences is in Magic Hanta, Ness is in the buff. I don't even think he gets the hat. He doesn't get the hat anyway, even in the US version. He's got his bedhead on. That's right. But we ran all the way down here to enter that dungeon. I think I want a deep darkness here. Because now, as far as the game is concerned, the last place we entered is the last dungeon we've entered, rather, is that last one, the Fire Springs. So as for things like the exit mouse, the exit mouse will take us to the start of the Fire Spring, because that's the last entrance we've gone through. Did I need to get my money out? I may have needed to go to the ATM. We'll see. Yeah, I need to go to the ATM. Oh, I need to get an exit mouse too. Oh, stupid me. I need to go to Tucson. I knew Winters wasn't right. I totally forgot. I had the ATM. Because I need another exit mouse. I'm sitting here talking about the thing that I'm using the exit mouse for, and I forgot to go get an exit mouse. As I was saying, though, we walked through the underground there to go walk into the entrance for the Fire Spring. So the next time we use an exit mouse, whenever you use an exit mouse, it takes you back to the last entrance you've walked through. The next place we're actually going is the Playground of Doom over in Foreside. But since we're going out of bounds, we're going to go in through the exit, and that doesn't overwrite the exit mouse position. So we're going to go fight the Playground of Doom, use the exit mouse, and it'll bring us right to the start of Fire Spring. If you remember to get the exit mouse, which I almost forgot. But I would not have been able to go shopping anyway, so it's all right. I did not rotate the right way. What am I doing with my life today? Come on. Deep darkness. I had the underworld on my mind. There we go. Now we're going the right direction. I don't think I have anything else to sell at the moment. Nope. We're gonna buy 7 of those. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. Buy some super bombs. That's a combat yo-yo. That's not what I want. Oh, that's showing good sense. There we go. Now we'll go to Winters like I tried to do about 5 teleports ago. There we go. Now Pooh is so low on PSI points. That might be a thing. That might be a thing. All right. There we go. Now we're going to head out of bounds and go to Foreside. Now that we're actually going forward the correct way. Ooh. And again, we're listening for the music from Magic Can't again. And you turn west. There we go. I gotta remember to grab that box after the boss fight. Or we get to make that out of bounds trip all over again. Yep. That's alright. What about rock should be enough? Yeah. Should have spelled Mac without the K. Like this far into the run, I just realized I should have taken the K off. Yeah. Yep. Ah, oh. That hurt. Yeah, very important you grab that key. Super important you grab that key. There we go. And that's because we didn't go through the entrance for Magnet Cave or whatever it's called. So the last entrance we went through was here in the Fire Spring. It's your second bag of Dragonite. You want to bring both of those into a Magicant with you for Nessa's Nightmare fight. Yeah, we're going the right way. Just didn't look like the right way to me at first. Yeah, we're good. For some reason, exit mask to get here, so I'll have to walk our way back out too. Good, we're good on this. Now this is, this fight's the most prominent place we take advantage of rolling HP. I'm going to life up Jeff, even though he's at max health. Because he's about to obliterate himself. But we need this damage. Half of it's going to get reflected back. Yeah, he takes 1,200 points of damage on a 3-digit HP bar. That's no good. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. There we go. Multi-bottle rocket, another freeze. Eleven, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. See, and if Jeff hadn't been getting every level up from here on out, you have that much less time in this situation to get him healed up. I only have one more multi-bottle rocket to spare, so I'm not going to heal him up this turn. He's just going to have to finish him off here if he wants to stay alive. Good. Where is everyone else? I'm pretty sure everyone went to dinner. Because man, oh man, I am hungry. All right, good. Man, I can't remember who I was talking to the other day. Ooh, I think they forgot on the PB pace run. They forgot to come in here and actually get the sanctuary. And that was the end of the PB attempt. Because he didn't realize it until, 2 sanctuaries later, or I guess 1 sanctuary later, that your run was already over. And now that I've talked about it, now I am paranoid I've forgotten one of these sanctuaries. I'm pretty sure I've gotten them all, though. Sad thing is without the Soundstone, if you did miss one, how are you gonna find out which one you missed? It's an interesting conundrum. And out we go. Okay, we only got one sanctuary left, so let's hop to it. This is what you need the carrot key for. We'll see in a moment. Alright, good. Alright, this is the last sanctuary, so after this boss fight, I gotta remember to go in the menu and move some equipment around. Because this used to be the second to last one until the route changed. So I gotta remember to go and equip. Go and equip stuff. Where's the carrot key? Right there on Paul, where it usually is. Whoosh. This cave's pretty simple. It's got some branching pathways, but you want to always take the far left option. That one, there's no branch there. There's multiple options here. Take the far left one. Again, only one here. Take the far left one. Good on health. Now, if something's gone wrong and you're short of multi-bottle rocket, I think you're okay not throwing a multi-bottle rocket on this guy. Everybody else should have enough damage to bring to the party to get you through it. But multi-bottle rocket's by far the quickest way. Alright, menu. Gotta go into menu. Menu. Okay. Yeah, his inventory's full. What can I move off? Nope, I need that. You drop the Casey bat. Or you could drop the cookie. We can get rid of the key to the tower. You can get rid of the eraser. All those things are things he needs. He needs the rabbit charm. Don't drop that. Oh my god. He needs C pendant. He's got that. He's got one super bomb, two super bombs. He needs some skip sandwiches. C pendant, rabbit's foot, that's good. No weapon, that's fine. Two super bombs, plenty of super bombs, plenty of skips. 1, 2 Dragonite. Alright, let's go. Franklin badge, he's got that. We're good to go. He is super well equipped for Magic Hand today. Now, I don't know if, I certainly haven't tried it, but I don't think you're able to save in Magic Hand either. But if you do game over here, this is an awful place to game over. Your options are either to go back to your last save, which is quite a ways away now, or to respawn in Magic Hand with no side points, which is rough, and missing any items you'd used up to that point, with no way to restock. But I don't think you can save. Boom, boom, Magic can generally, well, I'm saying this now, and there are probably Earthbound speedrunners out there who are about to laugh in my face, but Magic Hand generally isn't too bad. The worst part of it is fighting the Krakens, and you want to dodge those anyway. But I'm already going to call. I'm going to fight at least the first Kraken. I just don't have a good dodge rate with the first guy. But all week long, at least in practice, the second and third one I've been able to dodge pretty handily. So naturally, we'll probably end up fighting all three today. Just fight it out. I have the, yeah, I must, because I'm going first. I must have my Rabbit's Charm on, yeah. Get out of... Oh, there we go. I'm going to play this a lot more aggressive and just keep trying to go forward. Certain enemies in this section I have to cast a debuff on in order to be able to run away from them with any kind of consistency.
Throw flowers in here and take it with me.
But not if you get a green swirl. Should have done AoE. Should be able to run away from UFO though. Should be able to run away from UFO. Thank you. The section's you gotta balance, running away to despawn things versus just moving forward and getting through the section. And I've been working on just taking the go forward approach. Let me go, yeah. Nope. Okay. So I'm gonna have to heal up at some point if I don't run away, but no, we're good. Oh, I could have dodged that.
Well, I mean, I played it too, but I mean, I haven't actually played it as a speedrun. It's like quick. I don't know. It's like 6 levels in that game.
There we go. We got through. It's good. We're good. We're good.
Set the infinite lives up and like not fail that way.
C pendant is for defending against Flash, which has a chance to just be a one-hit KO. And We only have one party member, so that's, you know, that's the end of the game right there.
Against the bosses and not have like in stage 2 not having dragon power up because
Are you serious?
because then the eyes just
That was really nice.
so
I can't believe that worked. That's not really where I want this guy. Come on. Come on. That's a little bit... That's still not really where I want him, though. But he stayed. That's alright, that's alright. 2 out of 3 is not too bad for me. Hello. Thank you. Most of the time, if you're just, you know, hitting bash, 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 you can... Ooh, I didn't mean to bash that many times. You're okay. Most of the time, if you're just hitting bash over and over again, you can hit auto fight, but I just don't trust auto fight to cancel in time for me to heal. I just don't like giving up that little bit of control. Yeah, we're good. Aha, I used the ATM card. That's good. That's a good start to the fight. That's not gonna hit for too much damage. This nightmare is being very, very nice today. And nice damage rolls. Usually I end up having to throw at least 1 or 2 super bombs. So if I didn't use the ATM card, that would have been done in 3 rounds. This is just the longest block of text. It's not it. Still more. Still more text. And then a level up. After this level up, there's yet another block of text. And then there's a cutscene that I know for the Wii U VC release, maybe the Wii VC release as well, they changed this cutscene because of concerns over seizures and epilepsy. In case that's something you might want to consider. Not that the whole game hasn't been flashing and beeping and booping anyway, but this scene in particular I know was changed in some way. But that's the end of the scene. Now we're back in Pink Cloud and get to pick up where we left off with our friends. now all that inventory I moved around earlier, I gotta undo it. That's not the right person, that's why. Ooh, the town map too. Gonna move that.
So there's a
Spread these bombs around.
Block forward, further on, it's literally just PvP. And timer starts when you take control of the characters.
Okay.
Timer ends with final bosses that you can
Yeah.
legit simple.
So somebody stole the thing that makes this thing work. So we're gonna go in and see if it works. But the thing was stolen, so the thing doesn't work. And everybody but Ness in his PJs blows up, because Ness in PJs doesn't have a blown up sprite. And then now we have to go back to Onett and get a piece of the meteorite that fell way at the beginning of the game that we still haven't investigated. But the problem is we haven't been in Onett in daytime, so we can't teleport to Onett. If we teleport to Tucson, we can't walk to Onett because the roadblock's in the way. So we get to go back to Winters as usual.
Yeah, even single player was like 6 minutes, 50 seconds.
Life noodles. Do I have any leftover life noodles? I'll have to check. I'll have to check.
Not a lot of people are playing this game.
We have only one more out of bounds trip after this, so we're getting pretty close to the end here. Yeah. We're gonna wait until we hear that particular music again with the waterfall in the background. Now you're listening for the Onett music, but you have to remember it's still nighttime. The UFOs are out and all of that, so it's not the regular theme. If you go too far, you end up scrolling off the map and into like other parts of game data, and that can be very bad. That makes that causes a lot of other glitches that you're not looking for. I need to get those guys off the screen. Thank you. Now, while you're walking out of bounds, you're also immune to encounters. So I'm just gonna march right on over here. Yes. And I have to find a place to teleport, and this particular section that you normally can't get to works out pretty good. Yeah. Boom, boom. Okay, yo. I get all the cool little cutscenes like this. This is Paula calling for Ness to come and save her from the shack. Cause oh yeah, we forgot to do that. It's Paula calling for Jeff to come save the two of them, but he technically didn't do that either. So get around the corner.
Gotta get ready for PewDiePie in a Jurassic Park.
Is that your alcohol?
Yeah, we went on a bottle a little bit.
I get some of that block?
Yeah, sure. You just turn it over again. We were just bringing it down. We're gonna go back.
Oh wait, whoops. So you gotta talk to him twice.
That was from the Far Cry 3. I'll record on it.
Here's Starstorm Omega for you. Conveniently placed at the very end of the game when there's not much left to fight. So now here's where a little bit more of the time travel comes in. We have to teleport to many, 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 many years in the past at this precise location in order to fight Gygus. But the teleporter that can send us that far back in the past cannot teleport living things. So we're gonna put our souls inside these robot machine things. Yeah. Oh, life noodles. Gotta check the, see if I have any life noodles. Because I want to give those to Pooh if we have any life noodles for the boss fight. Off we go! Yeah, nothing could possibly go wrong with the situation. Nothing at all. Our souls are totally, completely safe. This is the only other save point we use in this run. It's right here. I'll make sure you get through enough of the text there to save, because there's a lot more text in that one. And there's really only one more door to go through, so this is definitely our last trip out of bounds. The boss fight goes as planned. Life noodles, life noodles, life noodles. I gotta move to life noodles. Gotta move to life noodles. If I have them. And I did not mess up those two little dialogue boxes once the entire run. So nothing else I can be proud of myself about that, because I usually screw up at least one, usually a couple of more. All right, life noodles, life noodles, life noodles. I don't have any. Okay, well, that was a waste of time. Alright, did I actually equip these items I moved around? Yeah, we're good. Did I give her the Franklin badge? Yes, alright. Alright. Let's go. Now this first turn is very, very important. I meant to move a bread roll over. That's alright. We'll throw a life up instead. This first turn is very important. Guys can throw out some pretty strong PSI attacks, so I want to get my Shield Omega up as quickly as possible. The person who has that is Paula. Unfortunately, if he opens up with the strongest attack, he will kill Paula in one shot. So I need to be ready for that. Otherwise, if I don't get this shield up, I just as well hit reset and try again, because it's going to be very hard to keep everybody alive that I need alive here. Throw a multi-bottle rocket. Throw He can PSI freeze. But no, he did not throw out a strongest tech, so we're good to go. Should be able to get out. Should be able to get that shield out. So that heal kind of went for naught, but Paul's at top. Did I not cast? There we go. I threw my multi-bottle rocket at Gaius. That's what went wrong on that turn. That's fine. That's okay. We'll make up for that. Because you want to deal damage to Pokey, not Gaius. Alright, so that was a little bit of an oopsie. Kind of a big one. That was kind of my big damage item. It's alright. I don't even care. He's out of bombs. Not even going to bother to pick him up at this point. No, she has freeze. Go freeze. He also has freeze. Might have to re-up my shield after this turn. Man, that paralysis does not want to land. So solid. Yep, definitely gonna have to re-up the shield now. Yeah, it's gone. Threw the bottle rocket at the wrong target. Could have gone out of that with at least 2 turns earlier, I think. But Ness is kaput as soon as we gain control again. She's got a super bomb. I wonder what the damage on it is. Yeah, it figures. That figures too. Yeah, super bomb would be better damage. Yeah, the real time loss in that is that I burned all of my psi points already. Oh, he's got another super bomb. We'll throw that. Of course. Alright, so he's not going to try and kill me. He's just going to make this fight take as long as it possibly can. That's fine. That's how we want to play it. That's how we're going to play it then. Oh, that's not good though. I don't have damage. I am out of damage. I don't know where I want to get more damage from. I don't even think I can magnet off of this. So we may hit reset anyway. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I do not have Oh, seriously? Oh, nice. So, yeah, don't throw a multi-bottle rocket at Gygus. It'll either miss or it'll eat a counterattack anyway, and you won't deal damage to the right person. Thank you, Franklin Badge. Yeah, from this point forward, Paul has plenty of health. So we're pretty close to invincible at this point. Gygus can throw PK Flash, which would be a one-hit KO, but we have the Sea Pendant on, so we're immune to that. He can throw out Lightning, but we have the Franklin Badge, so Paul can't be hit by that. Yeah, what had happened was I ran out of psi points and I ran out of damage. So the only way I could deal damage was having Gygus kill himself with his own lightning, which thankfully he did, because otherwise we're going to have to reset and start the whole fight over. I just need to get the phase 3. I don't have to deal any more damage from this point forward. Tim's knocked out, dude. All that's left to do is to pray 9 times, and we're on cutscene number 2. We never met these guys. This is the Runaway 5. A band that in a casual playthrough you would help out a couple of times, help them get out of some bad contract situations. That was a fight command. That's no good. Oh, there's my crit hit. Awesome. I can't even mash those cutscenes. I don't know why I'm mashing a cutscene that has no text in it. Oh no, it's just the last one you don't have to mash through. The other ones I think you have to mash through. If you can't tell at this point, I'm just subconsciously hitting the buttons. I'm really not sure if you have to mash through this or not. But stop hitting the button when the screen fades out. These are Paul's parents and her friends at the preschool that her parents run or teach at or something. This is for Tim. Nope. Oh, Jeff's son's back at school. Six. I think this is 6. Nope, no damage. This is number 6. Yeah. We didn't do anything with Frank in the run either, but he's kind of like your first big major boss. He's the leader of the Sharks, the gang that has that is terrorizing on it. Tim, go back. Oh. Lost the turn. Yeah, we're almost done now. Just 2 more to go. So we'll be coming up on time in a minute or 2 here. And I want to let the sequence play out a little bit without talking over it. But after we call time and get through the cutscenes, I am going to, depending on what the time is, I'll show a little bit afterward as well, because unlike in the other Earthbound categories, time for this category is at the end of the Gygas fight, rather than when the credits roll. Oh, come on. That's alright. That's okay. Alright, 1 more turn. Unless we get frozen solid again. Alright, time will be right after this attack. Time.
It was 2:13:06.
2:13. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it's only a minute off. It's only a minute off of my PB, and I died in some pretty bad places. So that's I'll take that time definitely. You can also kiss your bitrate goodbye with this background. Yeah, I left a nice big padding in the estimate. Dungeon Man played pretty nice for me. I didn't have too many bad spawns, didn't die there. There are also times where I've been there stuck literally for 20 minutes just trying to put the key in the keyhole. That section can be really, really bad if the RNG is just not in your favor that day. But we got through that section pretty much okay. Now, I'm gonna let the static play out. The reason why time stops at a different point just for this category versus the other categories is because it's the category requires us to stay in our pajamas, and from this point forward, there's no way for us to make the final credits actually start without changing out of our jammies. So time is at the end of the boss fight, and I'm pretty sure for all the other categories, time is actually when the credits roll. So all the cutscenes we've watched and everything from here to the end would normally count to your time. There's Nessa's little red hat finally.
imagine going like silence. Yeah, yeah.
And everybody's okay. It's fantastic. We're all alive. Our spirits have traveled the multiverse and returned back to their mortal homes. Unless your name is Toby Fox.
Pretty much just gonna stand up real big. Probably gonna die.
Who says goodbye? Poor Jeff here realizes he's already the third wheel in this relationship. Poor guy. Hello. Alright, now we're back in our PJs. I normally you'd want Ness to either go home or take Paula home and then go home. Problem is we can't get into Annette. The robot Katusin is still in fact there because we haven't fought the police yet. We can't teleport to Annette because you only get the teleport to Annette when you go there in the daytime. So we have to go out of bounds one last time if we want the credits to roll. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Not out of bounds yet. There we go. And let me not mess this one up. Last one of the day. There we go. So now we're going to go out of bounds to Annette, just like we did when we were going to go get the meteorite. And just like when we were going to get the meteorite, we have to use audio cues. But since we're in the post game, we can't actually use the same audio cues. Because right now all we get is the post-game music. Luckily, the ambient noise like that waterfall is still here, so I'm just listening for the second time we hear the waterfall. There we go. And from here it gets a little bit dicey, because if you go too far, you're going to crash the game. But you don't get too much help from the music to get you through this part. Not yet. Not yet. Good. So we get back to Ness's house okay, but you probably just heard that big boom. What was that noise? You don't seem scared. You want to go check it out? Okay, you'll sneak out anyway. So yeah, Mom just started the game. Is what she did. She made us change out of our jammies. Now we go check out the meteor. Still get the credits mute rolled off, the post-game music. But now we got Paula with us. Liar Exaggerate's still there out in front of his house. We didn't start anything with him, but he's the first one who finds the Mani statue. Oops. Don't be rubbernecking. You can see the NPCs are here. The actual roadblock isn't there. So you could walk up to the meteorite now, but those NPCs don't actually say anything at this point. Just make your way on back to Mom. Also, pretty sure at this point we could teleport to Annette if we wanted to, but we don't have any reason to. Let's see. Nope, it's okay. You want to teleport through the fence here, because the photo op guy is there waiting to take the last picture of the game otherwise. So, later that night, in the day, Pokey comes knocking at your door like he usually does. Back in our jammies. Who could be knocking the door this time of night? Oh, I guess we gotta answer the door first. That's fine. Yeah, you just tried to kill us, dude. But sure, we'll help you find your brother, or whatever. And one last time, we get to walk down the stairs, and then we can finally roll the credits. None of which you'd have to do in any other category, but we never started the game, so you can't very well finish a game you haven't started. There we go. There's the credits. That is it for Earthbound. That is awful loud.